EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Houston. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So, out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 17-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
At the 17-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just, he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one, take it in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Jamie Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's armed, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll be 3rd down.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Bills first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Allen now off the bootleg. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the run to the right. Off he goes. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. He couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And we get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a toss play with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Stroud to throw. He'll try to work the screen with Mixon. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they go to work on 1st and goal. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Good blocking, and he's in. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. Ho-ho! And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. And they'll get 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one caught right side by Knox. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is caught. What a throw. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Passage kick is good, and the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Pierce for the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Now Mixon, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That'll be taken in by Mixon, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 11 yards on the connection there. First down for Houston.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. Oh, yeah. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. On the give, this is Mixon. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. It's good for Texans. First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Stroud. Got his man, it's Kirk. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Chubb. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. Here's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. To add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Time, final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
there's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action. Oh, the ball comes out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
I just hope the young kids watching this are really paying attention. You get rewarded when you play with incredible effort. He's been close all game long, and he just continues to rush and rush. Now he gets the strip, sack, fumble recovery all at once.
Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. after making the field goal. Heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Allen trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
3rd down, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Allen working from the pistol. A short pass taken in by Knox. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend's a punt for Houston. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Allen on 3rd down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On the carry, it's Cook. And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Moore going in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Second and a yard. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. That's a move that deserved more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
38-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Berrios on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brings up second down.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 33 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Bills' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 2. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up third and
1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong.